Okay, we start at the back end of the graveyard of New Utrecht Reformed Church. When I was younger, I would come here, and this new sign is dedicated, as you could see, Revolutionary War Soldiers and Patriots. This marker honors the American Revolutionary War soldiers and patriots who are buried within the New Utrecht Cemetery. This was presented by the Brooklyn Chapter, National Society, Daughters of the American Revolution, 2024. So, as you can tell, this is all new. Also, this was back in the 90s, the early 90s. I used to walk here. And so, they did a lot of cleaning up. But also, as you could tell, they also, actually, if you could see, this was never like this. These gates or these fences were in very bad condition at the time. They also cleared out a lot. There used to be a lot more grave markers that were on here. So this place used to be, it used to look worse as a graveyard. But I used to walk my dog here. I used to walk Nala here. It's pretty cold out, so excuse me for this. But I'm going to try to put on a glove. Oh, there we go. So, this church is not the church for the graveyard, but this is a different church, but this is where they buried them, I guess. And as you can tell, here's the street. Like I said, if you look, some of these trees have been planted, and if you could look over there, right there, I mean, it took over some of the graves. Now, I don't know a lot about what's inside here, but there are a lot of old relics of New Utrecht and the Dutch Reform. So, I mean, this, compared to what it used to look like in the 90s, this place there was just trees everywhere, gravestones all over the place. And it got cleaned up. And sometimes they clean this up. So, and once again, if you look at the gate, some of it's original. Some of it you can tell, like this part right here, it's still all original. Something new added, which I don't know, is there's a hole in the fence. Now, you can't get into here because from the beginning of the video, you were able to kind of, you need a key to get in there. So, but we'll go around and, yeah. Also, I think last year or the year before that, there was, hold on, alright. I think they filmed a part in at the end credits of NYPD Blue or one of those shows. So, yeah. Well, once again, if you look at the fence, all new bottom to it. Nice creepy tree. And as we go around, here we go. The sign was kind of new into the 2000s, and it states, in commemoration of the events of September 11, these planted bulbs are donated by the Friends of Historic New Utrecht in cooperation with the Key Club of New Utrecht High School. So down that way is New Utrecht High School. Sword and welcome back, Cotter. So I'm going to go a little bit further, and we're going to go look at this part. This was planted here recently. Some of it is the New Utrecht Cemetery. States on the top, if you can't see, this is the site of the original New Utrecht Reformed Church, built in 1700 on the main street of New Utrecht Village. So there's some famous things. I'm gonna go a little bit closer. I'm gonna leave it in there. On August 22nd of 1976, General Howe's troops occupied the old church before moving to attack American and Brooklyn Heights after the Battle of Brooklyn, August 22nd, 1776. The church was used as a field hospital and prison, and later at the riding school. The most notable prisoner was General Nathaniel Woodhull, president of the New York Convention, moved to the neighboring DeSille House, where they died of wounds suffered during his capture. Also, in 1827, the old church was taken down, and stones were used to present church at 18th Avenue and 84th Street. The cemetery contains monuments to many descendants of the old Brooklyn Dutch settlers. If you guys know, Brooklyn is an old Dutch colony before it was anything, including several such as Lieutenant Colonel, later Judge Nicholas Cowenhovens, William Van Brunt, and Isaac Cortelyous, who played active roles in the revolutionary cause. Today, the cemetery is still owned by the New Utrecht Reformed Church. So that was nicely planted by the Heritage Foundation. A little treat too is, you see this tree right here? All this tree right here. Now, if you come here in the summertime or in the springtime, this actually produces blackberries. When I was younger, I used to come here and have blackberries, and the fact is, all on here, this thing produces a lot. Like literally, you could have enough to make a jam if you want to. So once again, like, this was the early 90s. I used to walk this. I used to come here with my Dalmatian. Her name was Nala. God rest her soul. This is my place. This was my reset. Now, if you look down here also, all this has been cleaned up. All of this. I mean, compared to what it used to look like, it was done pretty pretty well. There's actually people who take care of this. So we're gonna move along. As you can tell, once again, in the past couple of years, this gate has been done pretty well. It used to be dilapidated in a sense, but there's a lot of the old gravestones, as you can see, date back to about like the 1700s, 1800s. You have a couple trees in the middle, a couple grave markers, so you probably can't even see what some of them say, but one day we'll go inside and we'll take a look to see what some of the graves represent, or who the people were. This is an old church. I'm not sure what it is right now, but we'll go back to it. As you can tell, through all the weather, a lot of these graves, you can't really see what they were written to. So we're gonna step back. Okay, it's pretty cold out here, so it must feel like 20 degrees. So the old tree that used to be there, a lot of pruning, a lot of trims, and I want to show you this right here. Down there, as you see, this whole cemetery was most of the cemetery looked like this until it got cleaned up. And a little something noticeable is, if you could see right there, see that thing, see the obelisk, that used to be standing right here. So I don't know what could have happened, that could have, how much wind or whatever was done, but that got taken out. And so I don't know when they're gonna start doing repairs on that, but all right. And then we come to this. All right, this tablet is placed near the site of the the Cropseys house, where General Nathaniel Woodhull died September 20th, 1776. This is erected by Nathaniel Woodhull, chapter Daughters of the American Revolution, May 20th, 1916. So we have on this side from 1916, on the other side where we started, to 2024. And we're gonna come all the way back here, and we're gonna start. And here we got, this is it. We got the Grubb Graveyard, JXRR. I wrote that back in 1994. And now this is what, the church is right now. This is Metropolitan Baptist Church. So as you can see, church services still go on. This was established in 74, so whatever they did with this. And we're gonna, if you look way down there, that's the New Utrecht Reformed Church. So in this little village, you would, I guess, for New Utrecht, you'd go down there and you'd come here. So, like I was saying, back in 1994, when I was probably 11 or 12, I consider this my graveyard. I'd walk here a lot, and that's the only marker I really have. So, anyway, as you can see, everyone kind of comes down here. There's still stuff going on. This place will be here. This place has been here before I was here, and this place will be here probably after. But it's a good history to of Brooklyn. And we'll just take a look at this before we go. Right there, Sarah Jane Emmons, born November 20th, 1849, and she died October 18th, 1920. So, anyway, if you guys like the video, like and subscribe.